We are seeing major warning signs in the chip sector and with most chip stocks. You need to know about this if you're invested in the chip sector. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. Okay, so the chip stocks, they were all the rage. They were the party for the first 10 months out of the year, and obviously 2023. Hope you had a good time. Hope you drank a lot of champagne. Hope you danced a lot and enjoyed the music, because the party is almost over. Let's look at the charts. And let's start with the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index. Whoa, this does not look good. And I bet most of you had no idea that the index looked this bad. And the reason for it is that the NVIDIA stock, which is the biggest component of the SOX index, is holding up quite well. Why that is, we'll talk about this in a second. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index. In late summer, early fall, I already warned you about this big head and shoulders forming. Now, it didn't pan out. We saw the up move in the fall. However, the important thing is that if you look at this, the index tried to break the big head and shoulders formation from spring and summer 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but it could never do it. It never confirmed. This is the important part. This is why I always tell you, wait for the confirmation. Look at this. We broke it here, didn't confirm. We broke above it, we closed above it, but then the big red candle didn't confirm. Same here, same here. So the big head and shoulders formation, technically still valid. Now, we formed another head and shoulders next to each other. You rarely see this, which makes even bigger alarm sounds. And as you can see right now, the SOX is fighting like a tiger with the neckline. And when I talk about they, I'm talking about the institutional money, about the smart money, the big money on Wall Street, that, remember, they're always going to try to fool the retail investors and the bad investment banking money to take their money. So they are fighting to keep the semiconductor index up and not let it break down. Why is that? Well, the answer is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the star. It's the biggest component of the SOX. So if the SOX breaks down and people start shorting the SOX or selling it, that means that NVIDIA gets sold off. If NVIDIA gets sold off, then the NASDAQ is going to go down. When the NASDAQ is going to go down, sentiment for the stock's going to go down. And Wall Street doesn't want this. They're loving what's happening right now in the stocks, where all the retail investors are pouring in their money. And you will see in 2025, you're going to see the IPO boom starting to heat up again. And that's going to be a big indicator that we are really reaching the last line of this current bull market. So this is NVIDIA. You can see we're right at the 50 right here. If this holds, okay. If this doesn't hold, that spells doom for the semiconductor index, which, as you can see, are already under the 50. Only NVIDIA is the only chip stock that still looks good, which is understandable. It's fundamentally the best one. So let's take a look at some other chip stocks and see what's going on here. Let's start with Qualcomm. It was a big star in the beginning, first half of 2024. Man, big party at Qualcomm. Well, doesn't look so great anymore. Yes, we reached the support zone down here, but look at this. This is a clear bear flag that we're seeing right here, or a B wave of an ABC correction. A, B, C, down. It'll trigger once we take out these lows, or if we fall below the support line, depending how aggressive you want to be. Doesn't look good at all. RSI in the sell territory, clearly going down. Sell volume picking up. No, this is not great. This story is over. ARM. I told you about ARM a couple of days ago. I told you it doesn't look good. Watch out. And what are we seeing? It doesn't look good. Head and shoulders below the 50. Uptrend broken. Retest of this double resistance zone now, consisting of the uptrend and the 50. Turned down. Now this wick is nice, right? This wick tells me almost bought up. They're trying to hold it up. They're probably going to close this gap, but now things going to get interesting. If we come up to this area here around 338, 339, 330, 137. I'm sorry, 137, 138, 139. And you see weakness here. That's your short opportunity. If you want to be aggressive, if you're more conservative, you wait for this low to get taken out. Broadcom. Man, everybody loved Broadcom in the fall 2023 and this winter, spring 2024. Look at the chart now. Triple top. Terrible. Below the 50. Terrible. Uptrend broken. Terrible. Already made a new low. This one, if it comes back to this area of 164, 165 and then turns down, this one is a short already. This one is ripe for short if you like to short. If you don't like to short stocks, which is also understandable, then these charts that I showed you and the signals you're seeing that are developing, in the process of developing, or already there, basically tell you any strength in the semiconductors are selling opportunities for your long positions. If you're thinking about buying new chip positions, don't. The charts tell you not to do this. NVIDIA, different animal, because NVIDIA has this special role that is a crucial part to keep the market up. So the Wall Street will always try to keep NVIDIA up, at least hold it steady, at least until they have the bonuses, until year's end, they have a super performance, and then at some point when a sell-off comes, they probably won't be able to defend the stocks anymore, and then we'll see NVIDIA go down at least a little bit more. But major warning signs in the chip stocks. Don't open up new positions. I know it's tempting because this was such a big hit in the first half of 2024, but that was the first half, okay? This is in the past. I tried to tell you this with SMCI, which we haven't even talked about today. When I got bearish on SMCI and people were lashing out and telling me, it's the greatest company. No, after the short warning from, I think it was Citadel, came out, it was not the same company anymore than it was in the first half. Same with the chip sector now. If we look at the charts, this is not the same sector right now than it used to be in the first half of 2024. So don't make this mistake. We're entering a new era of the chip stocks. The smart money is already moving on. I told you in one of the last videos, the action right now is in the software companies that are using AI. The AI chip story, kind of over. I've seen this before with lots of trends. The party is moving on to the next club on the AI street now. You need to be in this. So that's it for today. I'm getting excited for my college football games. I hope you guys can still walk after your Thanksgiving feast. University of Georgia, we're going to beat the nerds of Georgia Tech today. And then tomorrow, the big one for me, Arizona State, go Sun Devils. And here it is. To make you root for the Sun Devils in a really cheap, disgusting way, but I don't care. We'll take any support we can get. If ASU scores over 30 points, I'm doing a special video this weekend for you talking about how I select my mining stocks in gold and silver and uranium miners. And the more points ASU scores, the longer is the video. If they score 42 points, and which is absolutely possible on U of A, University of Arizona, God, I hate the football teams. Video is going to be 42 minutes. If they score 70, like we did a few years ago, it's going to be 70 minutes. Let's go. This is what I give to you. This is for you. Thank you very much for supporting the Sun Devils. And one more thing, because we're talking about Thanksgiving and giving back. You guys know, me and my business partner Chris, we are starting this channel from the ground up, ground zero. Small operations here. These are our side jobs. This is a passion project that we're doing, and we're growing. We're going to be big in a year, but we're small right now. So it would be really, really great if you would be so kind to give back a little bit to us for all the time, the effort, the energy that we put into the channel to give free value to you by telling one friend, one family member, one guy you talk on the streets, one girl or guy you talk to in the bars, I don't care, to subscribe to the channel if they're interested in finance. And as a thank you, once we hit the 1,000 subs mark, I will do a special show called Drinks with Dan. We're going to do it after the market is closed, probably on a weekend. We're all going to have a drink. It's going to be chill. It's going to be easy. We're going to talk about the markets. We're going to talk about the things that you're interested in talking about that I don't cover during the regular videos here, like the stocks that you like to talk about. No penny stocks though, only big companies. Small cap minimum 100 million market cap. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about college football. We're going to talk about my bucket list. Anything is on the table. My favorite cocktails, where I see crypto, where I see gold going in 2025. All this will happen. Drinks with Dan. It'll happen once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Help us get there. Thank you very much. That's it for today. Enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend. Don't get too crazy on Black Friday shopping. We already have all that we need. Maybe think about donating a little bit of the money that you otherwise would have spent on Amazon. That will help some people. You'll feel good, and you still have more than enough to be happy with. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.